JaiJavaan. Air Marshal Denzil Keelor, highest decorated officer with Param Vishist Seva medal, Kirti Chakra, Vishist Seva medal and Veer Chakra. Air Marshal Denzil Keelor, born on 7th December 1933 in Lucknow, studied in St. George College, Missouri and Lamar King College, Lucknow before joining the Indian Air Force in 1953 as a fighter pilot, having served as the Inspector General before retiring in 1991. He has had a brilliant career during which he distinguished himself as an exceptional fighter pilot and leader and held key operational and staff assignments. He earned recognition for gallantry and distinguished service of an exceptional order, receiving 4 presidential awards from 4 consecutive presidents of India, Param Vishist Seva medal, Kirti Chakra, Vishist Seva medal and Veer Chakra and 4 commendations from of the Chief of Air Staff, thus making him the highest decorated officer in the country. On September 19, 1965, Denzil was called to escort 4 dazzled mystery fighter bombers to Chavinda near Sialkot. 2 Army Strike Corps were engaged in a feast ground battle here, while the Pakistani Air Force rained bombs on them. It was late afternoon, around 4:30 p.m. when we took off in formation, said Denzil. Knots behind mysteries. We flew low, 100 feet above ground, and I could see the battle on the ground through the smoke and the dust. We saw a huge column of tanks heading from the west to the east. It could only be the enemy. At the same time, we sighted 4 sabers targeting our ground forces. I called up Flight Lieutenant Vinay Kapila and told him and Buddy Mayadev to take on the 2 sabers to the left, which were higher. Munarai and I tackled the lower flying ones. Soon, 2 simultaneous dogfights were on in the hazy sky. As the sabers and gnats engaged each other, Denzil noticed a dim burst of fire and thought more Pakistan aircraft had joined the fight. But he quickly realized that this was anti-aircraft fire. I was above the sabers and so had an advantage, said Denzil. Rai could not keep up with the air attack and was ordered to return to base. Through all the smoke, haze and fire, Denzil saw the saber in front of Kapila trailing black smoke before it turned sharply and hit the ground. "Cubs, you got him!" shouted Denzil over the radio. Even as he tackled his own sabers, he got his chance when the saber below him rolled out and began turning left and right, searching for him. "He had lost sight of me," said Denzil. I took the chance, dived down and fired 3 bursts. The saber was leaking. Kapila joined me and tried shooting the craft, but his gun jammed and we headed back to base. Later, we learned that the saber never made it to base. Its pilot bailed out. Denzil's adventures were not over. As he touched down, he realized that his left tire had deflated, probably hit by anti-aircraft fire. He maneuvered the gnat to safety, but Kapila had to fly to Air Force Station Alvara to land. That night, I learned that Kapila and I were awarded the Veer Chakra. In 1978, Keelor was awarded the Kirti Chakra. The citation reads as follows. Group Captain Keelor, who had rich and wide combat experience and the destruction of a Sabre aircraft to his credit, was flying a MiG-21U trainer on 27th March 1978. When due to structural failure, the canopy of the aircraft detached and flew off. Group Captain Keelor felt sudden decompression and loss of control, but managed to fly back to base and execute a safe emergency landing without the canopy. Later on 17th May 1978, during firing trials, one of the 23mm cannon shells exploded, causing extensive damage and total electrical failure to his aircraft. He successfully executed another safe landing back at his airbase. Denzil Keelor was awarded with the Vishist Seva Medal on 26th January 1986 and the Param Seva Medal on 26th January 1989. Following his retirement, he worked as the president of the Young Men's Christian Association for 10 years. He was the chairman of Special Olympics Bharat. In 2004, he received an award from Special Olympics International for his leadership and efforts to reach out to over 450,000 special children. In October 2007, at the World Summer Games in Shanghai, a special ceremony was held where he received the Special Spirits of China Award of Excellence along with world leaders Nelson Mandela, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Vanessa Williams, Quincy Jones, Nadia Comaneci and other distinguished personalities in recognition of his outstanding commitment and unique contribution to the Special Olympics movement. Jai Hind.